Hello and welcome to the Microsoft Excel application course. We will continue in this video with workbook, worksheet, and cells, and specifically we will be looking at the topic changing cell alignment. Now, what that simply means is how you can add more cells to your worksheet or remove cells that you do not want. So in one of the previous video we only looked at removing the contents of cells, but in this video we will look at different ways where you can actually delete cells themselves and also add more if you want. So let's pull up one of our book or workbook practice, and let's stay on practice 1. So let's add some few things here just to make sure that we can show some things we would like to do. Yeah, so let's see how to go about this. The first thing I want to show is how do you add a column. So before that I will adjust this column. So if I want to add a column between C and D, that means I will have an empty column between C and D and there will be no content in it, right? So to do that, there are a number of ways I can do that. So I can go to home and I can say so before that, please note the location where you are. So I'm currently in D, right? So let's go to home, and on the cells I can say insert, and this is insert cell, and if I just click it and I say insert entire column, watch what happens. Then it moves the content of D to E, so the addresses changes, and then you have a new column in between. Now if I can do this differently by staying on D. Let me add another one. I go to the column header and I right click and I will say insert, and you see that it moves it again because I right clicked on a column header, and that's why it did it automatically. So if I want to do the same for a row, let's say I stay on gold, or maybe this one below, and I go to home, and I go to insert, this is on the cells, and I say insert cells, and I say entire row, okay, and then it moves this one down. So that is to add an entire row, and I can do the same by going on the row header. I will right click and I can say insert, and it moves it down again. So this is basically how you can create extra rows and columns. You can also do the same for cells, by the way. So let's say I want to add an additional cells here. So I will stay on this cell and I will go to home. On the cells I'll go to insert and I will say insert cell. I get this box, and now I want to insert the cell. That means I don't go for row or column. I will either choose any of this, and either I insert the cell and shift the current cell down or shift the current cell to the right. So if I shift it down, that means I created an extra cell on the column B and row 3. So let's choose that one and say yes, and then you see this is down. Now I can do the same. Let me type another word and I will stay on it, and I will go to home, insert cell, and let's say shift to the right, and we expect it to go to the right. Okay, and then it creates an empty cell here. So that's basically how you can change cells, both by using the menu and by using right click. So let's try right click again. So with the cell, I right click on the cell and I say insert. Now it brings out the box because I didn't choose the column head or row head. Then I can choose cells, shift cells down or right. And say down this time, and can choose this one, right click, insert, sign to the right, okay, and it shifts it. And also my values here shifts. So, and then my number shifts. So, and that's what we want. I can also select a group of cells, right click, insert, and I shift them to the right because I want this to be on the same line as this. Of course, I can easily drag them myself, but I just want to show this how it works, and then it moves them together. So basically this is what you can do with changing the cell alignment, and not the text alignment in itself, but the cell alignment. We will come to all that about aligning text in next set of videos. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.